Hey guys, how's it going? Today I wanted to speak about the subject of, is race biological or is it a social construct? Well, the thing is that if you really think about it, it's a little bit of both, because we are visual creatures. So we look at the differences that we have between even male, female, child, elderly person, young person, middle-aged, all that stuff. And we obviously look and we see a difference between colors, and because of that we've and not even just colors, it's also like the different attributes that you can have and the different traits that you can have on your face and stuff like that, and body. But there is also this whole thing that's called science, and on a biological level, when you there's companies like 23andMe and all that stuff where they can basically analyze your DNA, and they even tell you not just what percentage you come and from what heritage you come from and from what part of the world you most probably have the highest percentage of, but it also tells you the smaller percentages. So it could be 70% Western European, 30% something else completely different, and it could even be multiple things. You could have 10 different lineages. But one thing that we do need to take note on all these kind of programs is that they're not 100% accurate in some way, because you can have different companies analyze it and they'll give you different percentages. One company could tell you 70% Western European, the other one might tell you 63. So even in that, there's a grain of salt that's to be had in all these things, which is kind of interesting, because a lot of people will just blatantly believe whatever is told to them. And it could be whatever it is. But is it a social construct? I do think that definitely we do look at the visual a little too much in our society, and because of that it creates sort of boundaries. And luckily, as we are progressing as a society in some way, at least the Western societies, the more modern ones, they are able to start looking more and more past this. And I think especially now that people are getting together with other races and all that stuff, they're having children that are mixed ethnicities and stuff like that. So I think the more there's going to be a mix, the more everybody's going to eventually start looking the same. And if everybody starts having the same kind of ethnicity, then we'll just be mixed. But I do think that obviously the thing is with biology and all that is that it's trying to survive. It's trying to get stronger. And it's with diversity that it does get stronger. It's able to fight illnesses and stuff. And that's why you can see, we'll take the example of dogs that are full breeds or mutts, how they say. Well, a lot of full breeds, well, they have a lot of crossbreeding within their own family and stuff like that. So it's not even crossbred, it's actually inbreeding basically. Whereas the mutts have crossbreeding actually, and then these ones usually do better and have less health issues and stuff like that. And that's basically why, again, it goes back to the whole scientific thing. The whole reason that we have differences, be it in skin, be it in eyes, be it in hair, be it in heights, be it in different things, is that nature is kind of random, and it's trying to find the best algorithm for survival. And it's not necessarily because a trait is more beautiful than the other. Like, I know, like, for example, people are always attracted to blue eyes and stuff like that. That's actually necessarily better, because blue eyes are missing that coating that gives them that sort of UV protection. So they're very and super sensitive to the sun, and they can get their retinas burnt much faster. Whereas brown eyes and green eyes are mutations of that have made people stronger to sunlight. So, and you can't also forget that obviously the eyes have mutated even from like being in water to outside of water to all these things. So there's so much more depth to it. But I do think that as a society we tend to look too much at these things and have too many differences between the people, whereas it's just unfortunately or fortunately just the work of nature that has made it through evolution that we look different. And it's just kind of trying to mix things up a little bit in order to make us as strong as possible so that we can ensure survival of our race. And I think, and the same thing happens in cats, dogs, mice, birds, and all the creatures, even trees and all that. So I think that as a society we should obviously have more of a leniency and acceptance for differences and look less at all these problems that people cause in their heads, because then you create wars, because in the end we're all different, and why fight it? Why be like, no, you have to be like me? Because, well, it's not your life. So you live your life the way you want to, and other people live the life that they want to. And let's not judge ourselves so much on physicality. It's kind of silly. Life is already so short, so why worry about such trivial things? Anyways, that's it. That's all I have to say on the subject. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.